Welcome back guys to another GTA video, and as it is Thursday, it's time for the time trials. So we'll start things off with Raton Canyon, which is the normal time trial, and this one is extremely difficult. Take a note of that part time, it is 1 minute 16.6 seconds, and the route that you want to take is this one here that I'm doing. So at the start you do want to duck onto the highway, round the first bend and then duck back off, making a small jump onto the dirt path down here. Now you do want to try and cut as many corners as you can. I just execute that one poorly, so I lose about 1.5 seconds, 2 seconds there. But once you're on this part of the dirt track, there's nothing much else that you can cut off. Just try and stay on the dirt track and keep it on the ground. You don't want to get too much air going along this section here, or it will throw you off into the river. Full speed along this section is almost impossible, or you will end up in the river, but you want to try and keep as much speed as you can, especially around these tight twisty bends. Now the next section that you are looking to cut off is just over the top of this hill here, and once you do crest the top of this hill, you are looking for an exit over the mountain to the right hand side, which is right here, and you're basically beelining it for the finish line. Now keep an eye on my timer. We get across and do the final big jump. I don't think I'm going to actually make it, but we do beat the part time with a finish time of 1 minute 16.242. Now believe it or not, that was the first attempt for me, so no crashes at the end of this video off of this run. But following my route and perfecting the two cuts, the one at the start and the one at the end, should get you to the end within the part time. Now moving on to the HSW time trial, it is Terminal, and it is one of the longest, if not the longest, time trial in the game at the moment, and it goes from the terminal docks all the way up to the Mount Chiliad wilderness. Now the last time that we did this HSW time trial, I did follow the purple line, but I also mentioned that you can take the alternative route along the highway, and that's what we're going to do this time. So it is basically the same at the start. You are heading up through Cypress Flats, and once you pass the ammunition store on the right hand side here, you're going to take the first right and then head over towards the highway. Taking this route, the only thing that you need to worry about is the NPC traffic, as you're not going along any of the dirt tracks whatsoever. So once you get to this point, I will speed up the footage because it is a 3.5 minute time trial, and it is one of those boring motorway journeys. So once again, there were a few wee bumps and scrapes, but I did do this first attempt, so no crashes whatsoever to show you at the end of this video this week, unfortunately. But we are coming up to a section that you do need to be wary of, and that is coming up through the tunnel, going through the tunnel itself and all the way along till the first junction. This is extremely busy with traffic most of the time, and it doesn't start to clear until you get to this point here just south of Chumash. And as a point of reference for yourselves, here we are at the beach club, and it was round about the 2 minute marker past that, but we do have plenty of time in hand, so if you're at the sort of beach club around the 2 minute 30 mark, you will make it, no bother at all. The next trickier section that you need to watch out for is coming up to the airbase with that right hand bend first of all before the bridge, coming through the tunnel as it is quite tight and narrow through there, and then the sharp right left at the end of this straight here once you're out through the tunnel. You will need to slow down for these sections, but you've got plenty of time in hand, and I've slowed down the footage back to normal time because as you can see we have just a minute left, and there's the end point on the right hand side there. Now the last time that I did this time trial, we did take the back roads through the wilderness, and I did finish at a time of 3:31 taking it that route, but as you can see I slowed right down here just to make a point that we have plenty of time in hand, and it's round about the same sort of time that we get for taking the highway, so either way is good. And we also pocketed ourselves 254,000 for that time trial. But there you have it guys, both time trials done first time. If you did enjoy the video, do leave a like, and if you are new here, why not consider subscribing. Thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.